Hey guys, hope you're all doing well today. I wanted to do this haircut for you and kind of walk you step by step through it. So I'm going to start with my Andes Masters and I'm going to go ahead and make my first guideline. We're going to do this all the way around, trying to keep this line as straight as possible. Next, I'm going to go through with my Babyliss clippers with the one guard open. And we're going to make our second guide. Keep in mind where you set your guides is going to set up how your fade is going to look. I like a longer blend, so that is why I do mine a little bit wider. But everyone is different and everyone has a different fading style. This is just my preference. Now I'm going to go ahead and go through with clipper over comb. I like these little combs. I don't know why. I found them and I've just stuck with them since. They really just are thin enough for me to really get a good blend. All right, now I'm going back to that first guideline and I'm going to use my clipper half open and I'm moving the lever a little bit as we go just to make sure that we get that line out. But also you're going to go up a little bit more, so you want to be careful not to create a whole nother guideline. You just want to work that line out. All right, moving on, I'm going to put my 0.5 guard on my Babyliss clippers and I'm going to get that shadow out. Another little tip, some people will use their clippers straight up and down. I like to use mine at an angle at times, just because hair grows in different directions and sometimes going one way is just not going to get all the hairs. So don't be afraid to use your corners on your clippers, guys, just to get those shadows out if you need to. And as you can see, I'm moving that lever open and closed as I need to. You'll be able to hear when it's not cutting, so then you'll want to go a little shorter and close that lever a little bit more as you go. All right, this lever is fully closed now, and we're going to go ahead and tap that guideline all the way out. Also moving the lever up and down as we go up a little bit more, just so we don't create another guideline. You don't want to do that. You just want to blend it in. Use your angles. Also, be sure you're using your boar brush or your baby brush or whatever kind of, sometimes people use those manicure combs. Make sure you're using those when you're doing skin fades, because that will really help get all the little hairs off and you can see exactly where you're fading. Do not try or attempt to use just a comb for this. You definitely need one of those brushes. That way you can really see what you're doing. At this point, I'm going to grab my trimmers and I'm going to go ahead and clear out everything that was at the bottom, all the little hairs. This definitely makes a difference, especially when you're doing a skin fade. You want to make sure that it's super clean at the bottom. This will just add another transition onto the fade. We're not setting a guideline. We're kind of just blending it up. We don't really want any harsh lines at this point. We're just clearing out the hair from the bottom. and blending it in. All right, adding our last transition, we are going to go ahead with our Babyliss box shavers, and we are going to clear out the rest of the hair. This literally gives you like that silk fade effect without having to use a razor, and it makes your fade look super clean. So I would suggest this for any barber. Same thing with this. We're not creating a guideline or anything. I'm just clearing out the hair from the bottom and just adding that last transition for this fade. I'm just going to go through with my trimmers, and I'm going to use my angles again and just detail throughout the haircut. Any little hairs that I see out of place, I'm going to go ahead and just pop those out now on this last little step for the fade. Also, we did line them up and clean them up with the razor, but I didn't want to show that on this video. This is strictly just for, showing you guys that fade technique that I use. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you got something out of it. If you know any students or anybody who might be needing some more guidance, go ahead and share this free resource with them. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one.